What's up, people? Hey, I wanted to do a quick video about records. I've been asked, like, why do you like records so much, and what is it about records? So I wanted to show you some of my records. So check this out, okay? Now, the reason why I collect records is because you can buy a record, get a free MP3 download, usually of the album, and that record never loses its value. We have so many records to choose from, but I just wanted to start off with a couple of my favorite records that I have personally to show you why I like them so much. And this is a good example. This is a band called Thrice. This album's called Beggars. It's on green vinyl. It's totally sealed, and I bought it because it's a limited edition, right? The only reason I bought it was because when I bought it, it was like 15 bucks, and I knew it would go up, and now it's up to like 180 bucks, and I can sell it any time and pay myself back for the records. For beginning collectors, you might want to know this, that picture albums, while they're fun, you know, they have the picture on the record. It's the Black Sabbath one. They just don't sound right. There's something wrong with them. It has to do with the way that the record is made, and I don't know if that's with all picture records or just the ones I have, but they tend to kind of have a in the background. Now, I bought these two albums right here at a concert. Modest Mouse. This one actually I bought on an eBay sale for 40 bucks. But this is the original Long Drive for Someone with Nothing to Think About by Modest Mouse. If you're not a Modest fan, you probably don't know, but this album is like 400 bucks. Yeah, it has a misprint on it from Dramamine. Anyway, this album's worth like 300 bucks. At least 250. This album, if this was in mint condition, would be worth over 400 bucks. It's actually two separate record sleeves inside here. I'm getting at this. I'm getting to the point. This is why records are so cool. This is from a band called it's the limited edition 19 of 250 made, and the album's called Maybe We're Making God Sad and Lonely. And look at this. The band is called Dream End. Isn't that beautiful? You know what? Maybe I should turn it to the light so I can actually get some. There we go. Some pretty cool color in there, huh? So I started collecting records about 3 years ago in order to, maybe more like 5 years ago, really getting into it, and I started buying them at garage sales, Goodwill, anywhere I could. And then when I got into buying them myself, that's when everything changed. So this is a great album right here. This is it's a 3 LP set by Ween. It's the Ween box set, and it has 3 albums in it. It has Country Greats, it has the Mollusk, and it has White Pepper. But you know, these are the cool things. Come with the sticker and a little postcard and stuff like that. This album was worth some money too, but it's not always about the money here. I bought 2 of these. I wanted the box set. I bought it for 65 bucks. Then I bought another one. Then I turned around and I sold it about 2 years later for like 150 bucks. Made my money back. Now I wanted to just finalize this by showing you my Appleseed Cast collection. Now, you've probably never heard of this band, Appleseed Cast, but these are some of my favorite records of all time. And this is a band from Kansas, and they aren't popular. I found them through some random, I don't know where. It's kind of a creepy picture, isn't it? It's called The End of the Ring Wars, and it's a 2 LP set. And they look like this. Golden sunshine. Isn't that beautiful? You know, just the colors are great and all, but it's just colored wax, you know? It's just colored vinyl. Big deal, right? Now this is Sagar Matha. This is another Appleseed Cast album. This one is also a double LP set. Check these out. Is that gorgeous or what? I love spotted records. I love all the different wax swirls and marbling. Here's the next one. I have actually two of this. This one was a limited copy of 500, and this one was the second pressing. And yes, I buy represses too, so I have multiple ones of each record. What do you think of that one? Isn't that cool? So, after I started getting a lot of these, I became kind of a record fanatic, and here's my other Appleseed Cast. This is a Mare Vitalis. This is not a limited edition, but if I pull it out of the case, look at that texturing on the cover. Is that awesome? What is that, an octopus? That's a starfish, I think, or something. Anyway, it's really cool. It's got kind of a double gloss cover, and it kind of continues onto the back. You know, all these little things. This is what people used to get when they bought music, you know, in the 70s. They could open it up. You know what really got me is when I went to Goodwill and I found a record that, and I took it home and I started listening to it and looking at the cover and thinking, God, you know, this is how it used to be. This one's cool. This one's supposed to be the clouds in the daytime. And the other one is supposed to be like a kind of a cloudy night type look. So I just have one more album I really wanted to show you guys. This is my one of my favorites. I mean, I've got dozens and dozens. I've got hundreds of albums. I have about 1,000 albums, but these are just the ones that I wanted to show because of the cool colors. This is an album from Appleseed Cast called Low Level Owl. And this is the volumes 1 and 2. And you can see this one is written in blue, and this one is written in silver. This is the silver edition, which came later. This album is, let's see, is that a limited edition? Well, these ones were colored vinyl. I'm not going to take them out because this is an expensive record, but there's 3 of them in here, and one's brown, one's blue, and one's green, and they represent the colors. And let me read this for you. The front, and this is what got me. Featuring 26 finer audio recordings on 3 discs. Then it labels the names of the songs. It says, recorded analog in October, November, and December of the year 2000 onto 24-track 2-inch platinum studio master audio tape. Location, Red House Recording in Eudora, Kansas, USA. Additional production and services, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it says, high quality, low noise, high output, stereophonic audio components will provide the optimal desired effect. If dizziness or faintness occurs, discontinue use. In extreme cases, or if confusion persists, consult your local physician. Do not dial emergency telephone numbers. Neither the Appleseed Cast nor Deep Elm Records nor Graveface Records accepts any liability for damage, physical, emotional, or psychological, caused to anyone as a result of direct or indirect exposure to these recordings. That's a joke, of course, but these albums, there's 3 albums that are done on, now this is the second set, which was done in the silver, and I bought these because it was a second issue, repress, and I didn't want to play. I had 2 copies of the first one, and I broke one. I dropped one of the records out and it shattered, and I was devastated, but I bought this one. This one is they only made 250 of them. I bought it, I took it to Portland, and I had the band sign it at the show. And they're really nice guys, really cool, and I really like bands where you can like meet them at the shows and you don't have to, you know, go through all the hoopla to try to get backstage and shit. You just walk up and talk to them. So there's a few of my albums, and this little pile right here could probably pay my car off, get it fixed if I just sell them. But I think to anybody interested in collecting records, it's never too late to start. When I first got into it, I actually was about 2000, 2001. And right then the DJs had started to, they'd use, you know, a lot of the newer records, but the old stuff wasn't really that popular yet. Over the next 10 years, up until 2010, it became just ridiculous to find records. But there was a time when I used to be able to go down to Goodwill. One time I walked down there, walked up to the bin of records, and I actually pulled out an entire collection of Pink Floyd. I got Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, all of them in mint condition. Mint condition for $1 each. And since then it's become harder and harder to find them, but you still can. So if I don't know why I'm making this video really about my records, just to kind of show my collection, just some of my records, or just a little handful of them, but to see that if you start building, if you want to collect something, music and musical instruments are a great thing to collect. People buy guitars and then you can always get your money back from them later. I've never understood buying CDs. You buy a CD, it's garbage. You know, the minute you buy it, nobody buys them anymore. Everybody does MP3s, but MP3s are crappy quality. And so you buy a record, you get the MP3 download, you can listen to it, and then you have the record to sell down the road when you want to make your money back. And it's a really good investment for anybody that's interested. And I have an entire like bookcase full of them in the living room. Then I have like 5 or 6 big totes just loaded with them too, and I don't know what to do with them all. You know, I might just end up having a garage sale and selling them off the way I bought them, one by one at garage sales and stuff. But they're fun, and it's really nice to be able to open a record up and read it while you're listening to it. It's something I think we've lost. So I'm gonna go eat. So peace and love.